It's Madden NFL 22, and we've got a showdown in the AFC South. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Titans, and it's coming up next.
Well, it may be a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, CD, this is a passing league. I don't think you would argue that thought. But our ball game here features a couple of teams with strong offensive lines that really like to work the ground game.
And you and I have both heard from different people in the league who's saying there's becoming a little bit of a lost art in the NFL, the ability to run the football. And we've heard from defensive coordinators who tell us that they play the pass first. That's not something you normally hear. But these two offenses, they're true to who they are. Both ranked in the top 5 in terms of rushing yardage. I think they're both going to use those massive offensive lines.
They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. Very, very strong. Well over 100 yards.
He should get the ball early and often here, too. I mean, when you're riding the performance of last week into this game, his confidence level has to be off the charts. Go ahead and keep feeding him. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down, it's Robinson, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
To throw on second down, Alexander escaping the pressure right and connecting here with DJ Shark. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They moved it well, but here's 3rd down. On the run, it's Robinson. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run. Robinson. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Jags with a football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it 2nd down and 11. They'll run here with Robinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Off the bootleg, Alexander. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They begin the drive with Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Alexander. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hands it off out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Oh, what a juke into space. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Jaguars. James Robinson, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Boy, I got to say, I don't know how he made it all the way to the end zone without going down. What a run.
Absolutely incredible that was, because defensively you're taught to break down, wrap up. But in this case, he didn't really allow it, and really no one was able to slow him down enough for the extra help to get there. He just kept getting out of tackles all the way downfield and found the end zone.
Now a play fake here on first down. Open man here, Sims complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Throwing on first down. Alexander, flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
116 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a give, right side. Robinson. The good run on first down, followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. This offense, number 1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
That's out quickly to Chenault.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go.
A first down carry for Davis. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not.
To start it out, Robinson runs over it, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Off the bootleg. Alexander. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no...
On first down, Alexander dances by him, and he's brought down. and now they're in the hurry-up. From the gun, Alexander. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
On 1st and 10, Alexander flushed out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. Eluding the pressure right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Robinson. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. Operating from the gun. Alexander escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll run on 1st down. It's Robinson, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 170 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. Throwing on 1st down. Alexander got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Alexander. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Robinson down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring.
From the gun, Alexander. Touchdown, Jaguars. James Robinson from 6 yards away. And the Jaguars have moved out in front.
So still time remaining here in this 4th quarter, but the touchdown there puts them back out in front.
And you and I both know that their defense will not very subtly remind everyone that they started all of this because they held firm on the last drive and only gave up a field goal. Gave it back to the offense.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Able to fight through one tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. On 4th down, Alexander. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Off the bootleg, Alexander. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery.
Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for the Jaguars, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.
always nice to get that come from behind.